Good morning. Today I'm going to show you how to install and to remove and install a Kaiser Cuckoo Clock timepiece. So the first thing you want to do is you want to remove the minute hand like that and the hour hand. And you want to be very careful when doing it because this piece is very sensitive and it's easy to snap off the little piece inside the movement. And then you flip the clock over and there'll be a series of 4 to 6 wood screws on the back of the clock. And what you do is you just use a Phillips screwdriver. Sometimes you have to apply quite a bit of pressure to remove the wood screws on the back of the clock. Now once you've done that, as you can see where the pendulum hook is, you want to gently push it back so that you can take the back of the clock off. Alright, then on the back of the clock there are 3 screws. There's a little one on the bottom. We'll loosen that off. And then 2 on the top. Right here. Now there's a series of 3 screws on the top where 3 wires. And all the wires you want to remove as well at the same time. And then you always make sure that when you're replacing them that you have the ridge facing outward or it won't sound right. Same with, you see a little ridge on the top of the plugs. Okay, so take out the screws and then the movement balls. Okay, so replacement of the movement, you would first make sure that the dial is flush with the back of the clock. You see there's a hole here for the dial, there's a hole here for the night sensor, and you want to make sure the night sensor wire goes to the left of the movement, or to the right of the movement, not to the left. Otherwise there won't be enough room to reinstall it. So we put the movement back on, retighten the screws. Okay, you want to make sure that the night sensor stays in its hole. Okay, make sure all the screws are in line, because this will automatically click into the space on the bottom of the movement. Okay, so now that's nice and tight. The night sensor's in. We put on the top ones, tighten them back up, and then we reinstall the wires. So making sure the top ridge of the wire is facing towards the top of the clock, not inwards, you would press them in. Okay, it's got to be a little bit tighter. There we go. Make sure it's all nice and tight in there so it doesn't move around. Okay, you don't want to over tighten them so that they strip. But the main point is to make sure the night sensor is snugly in the hole where it fits. Okay, and then you press in the wires on the top, and then finally the night sensor wire. Sometimes it's easier to use a screwdriver to guide it in rather than trying to get your hands in there. Okay, there we go. Sometimes it will play. Line it up again. Do one more tightening. Then reinstalling the hands, you just would put the hour hand on, then the minute hand, carefully pressing it down. And then you would advance it, and when you hear a click, alright, so we're set to the right time. So then you just put the back of the clock on, retighten the wood screws, and install the batteries, and you're good to go.